Go now. 60 pitch first.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
General West.
He's checking credit.
36.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Robinson now looking to throw on second down. He's got his all-pro receiver Michael Thomas. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, New Orleans. Todd Gurley, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ready. 10 logo.
You go tight. You got tight.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check the backer. Hey, watch it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Looking to throw. Robinson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. You don't want none. Switch.
Snap.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's get it.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Get him. Kill.
I'll go.
Switch.
Right up.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Ready? Ready?
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Completes it to Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Watch the safety creep.
Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Now Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Robinson to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Gillis. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
It's second and 8 at the Saints' 31-yard line.
Here's second and 8. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Under 10.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw.
Block 54. Drop deep.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 13.
On first down, it's Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
To throw on second down, Robinson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Sheldon Rankins on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 8.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen to Smith. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Flushed out right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Second and 5. He's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Go.
Now.
2nd and 15. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's Robinson off the play fake. Going deep here for Bryant. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Hey, echo.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Check, check.
Fair.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Go now. 18 Gators. Hey, Haywood.
Check girls.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here we go, D.
To throw is Robinson on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Bravo.
Back to throw. Robinson. This is complete to Michael Thomas. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Look at me. Door.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 99.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Look, squeeze.
He'll drop to throw. Got his target, Samuel. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected, but sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to, so sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Gurley. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Gurley, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did. How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Check, 61. Match box, lights.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Here's McCaffrey. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, Zoo. There you go.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
2nd and 3. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Watch the edge.
2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two. Huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. McCaffrey. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Here I come. Check your hot read.
Go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
30 base.
Shit.
Ready.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Oh, that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Robinson throwing on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Panthers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. So for Charles Davis,